Good afternoon. It's Rodney from Suspension Geek. I wanted to talk to you guys about shocks. I've gotten a couple questions about shocks because we sell a lot of rear shocks for leaf springs, and I like to sell some of them with what we call a misalignment bearing. Pretty simple, cool little bearing goes in there. And I've had a couple customers call and say that it doesn't fit. Well, I think it's unusual that happens because we spent a lot of time researching it. So I was going to kind of show you here. So on a 67 or a monolith car, you can see the bearing fits in there perfectly like that. And it comes with a cool little sleeve that goes on the inside of it. Okay? And that's the exact same size as the bolt that came in your 67 or any monolith car. If you have a 68 or a 69 Camaro multi-leaf, there's your factory stud, not a replacement one or some other junk. There's your bearing, and it slips on just about that easy. Some of the manufacturers have given a disservice saying that the bearing makes more noise. The bearing at the end of the shock makes more noise than the bushing does. Well, you know, you're right. It might make a little bit more noise, but if you have a good shock, that isolates the noise. It's still isolated here where it connects to the body up top. And where it hooks to on the shock, let's take the camera over there and take a look. So, it may be that it gets a little noisier right here, but it's isolated again here, and it's isolated again up on there, up at the very top where the shock connects to the body. And it's isolated here at the front because it's rubber bushing. And then the noise is isolated here at the back. So you got a heck of a butt dyno if you can hear this. So, you know, that is kind of a disservice when a manufacturer tells a customer that, because that is something they just probably read on the internet and they just decided, hey, it makes more noise, we're not going to sell it that way. So, does a misalignment bearing need to be in everything? No, it does not. But any time that you have to put your shock in its place and you have to push it one way or the other, you know, wedge it to get the lower bolt in or the upper bolt in, you need a misalignment bearing, because the misalignment bearing takes away all that wear and stress on it. And this is a perfect example. This is a very low mile Viking shock. And Viking uses a top quality bushing. It's a nice polyurethane, but here you can see within 600 miles the bushing's already started to wobble out because it had a bad alignment. So like I was saying, misalignment bearings we sell that come on the shocks, they fit on there nicely, just like that. If it doesn't go on there, you may want to take some sandpaper and sand the end of this a little bit, because sometimes the washer or nut will smash this, especially after many years of use. Fits inside there on a 67 or a monolith car. Like I said, it comes with a sleeve. You just let me know. I can get you the thicker sleeve that goes in there. Slips in there like that. Okay, and that fits inside. And that sleeve makes the exact same size as the bolt you came with, which I prefer not to use that little tiny bolt. I like to drill this out to the next size up. I'll use a little bit bigger sleeve. That way I can put a nice half-inch bolt in there. It's a lot beefier. So, personal opinion. Turn the camera here. All right. Trying to show you some little basics here on the misalignment bearings and how everything goes together. Give me a shout. We're Suspension Geek, and we're always here at the shop. Bye, guys.